Imagine with me, about 1400 years ago, way before modern standards and expectations and the waves of feminist mindset and the discussion around rights with all the rage it comes with, a woman in Mecca, possessing wealth, status, and noble lineage, managing trade caravans worth half the wealth of her tribe, Quraysh. They titled her the Lady of the Women of Quraysh and Al-Tahira, the Pure One. This woman, who was older than the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and who had previous marital experience and children, is the one who took the initiative. Yes, she is the one who chose and aimed the hand of the Prophet, peace be upon him, for herself. How did this woman break all expectations and manage being a very successful businesswoman with becoming the main support for the divine message in its early days? Welcome to a new episode of Beyond the Mind. Our book for today, and the sixth in the series, is The Societal Role of the Muslim Woman, Lady Khadijah as a Model, الدور المجتمعي للمرأة, by Sheikh Awn Al-Qaddoumi, where he tells us the life story of al-Mu'mineen, also known as Hind, Lady Khadijah. May Allah be pleased with her, highlighting her role in society and her spiritual journey as a role model who was ahead of her time. And that was necessary in Meccan society at that time in many ways, as well as in the world we're living in right now, where examples of role models are severely distorted. So it's time to introduce real role models for this generation and every generation, especially for Muslim women. Role models who really serve us in life and align with what we really aspire to be. This is the focus of Sheikh Awn's early Women in the Precision of Prophethood project, which looks at the perfect women, the mothers of the believers, the first women who acted for their faith, and the women who helped the Prophet, peace be upon him, in Medina. As a part of the early Women in the Precision of Prophethood project, which looks at the perfect women, the mothers of the believers, the first women who acted for their faith, or the women who helped the Prophet, peace be upon him, in Medina. al-Mu'mineen Khadijah was the first to fully believe, the first to give her wealth, and the first to comfort the Prophet, peace be upon him, when he received the revelation. All of this showed that she was the first to support and stand by the Prophet, peace be upon him, in all his phases, from the honest young man in her trade to the loving husband in her home. Then to the time when the Prophet was struggling and trapped in the valley of Abu Talib, pointing out that she played her role as a faithful and active member of society before any detailed religious rules were given, especially noting that she died before all the religious rules were set. This was the early stage, the stage of pure human nature. The message of Islam, coming prior to the rules, teaches us that good character comes before perfect laws. Hind Khadijah, peace be upon her, used her position and wealth to protect the Prophet's mission. She lived with him, peace be upon him, for 25 years, had his children, and died in his arms 3 years before the Hijrah. Sheikh Awn always inspires us with beautiful facts quoted from the book. This means that she came from a religious family and a cultured family, and that she had social connections. The servants in her household were among those who were searching for the Prophet of the end of time. Thus, Lady Khadijah was expectant, longing for the light and seeking this lofty and noble meaning. This indicates her sharpness of intellect and a refined sensitivity that accompanied her in her heart. Alongside this culture, this beauty, and this wealth, Lady Khadijah was characterized by mercy and compassion towards the poor. She was attentive to the conditions of society. May Allah be pleased with her. She had a social role. In our Sharia, Islamic law, a woman is not isolated nor passive. Rather, she has a major role in the state, in the economy, and in the culture and education, while maintaining completeness, chastity, good manners, adherence to the protected revelation, and an understanding of the nature of customs and traditions. Along with having her own personal struggles and unfortunate challenges with motherhood and her children, she is the example of a woman who tries to be her best, not by pretending, but by being true to herself. She is the source of peace, the advisor, the partner, and the leading supporter. This book is not just a biography, but a helpful guide for every woman and even every man who wants to balance success in life with growing spiritually, and alters some false recent claims about the perfect femininity or feminine traits. What do you think is the most prominent trait in Lady Khadijah's character that our homes lack in this era? Write your opinion in the comments.